Hello everyone. Welcome again to Bristol Chess Tournament Only Chess. We've got 9 players and Mystery Rook is back again, followed by Ian and Peter, Rich, Gareth, and myself with Tony, David, and John. We actually quite enjoy playing it. Therefore, let's go! Still waiting. Actually, we are just 9 players. Probably that's why I'm the only one that hasn't been paired. I'm actually paired with Gareth. Let's go. E4. Let's see what Gareth answers. It's D5. Likes D5. So let's go E5 full on. Let's take down the bishop. And then let's push F4, F5. I think he should have pushed C5 first. Let's see where we move our king. I like my position. I can push f5 at some point with taking down the knight before taking back the pawn. But this bishop is annoying. I'd like to have the line f for my rook. Let's go to d space. Okay, so he is attacking on the queen side, which is good. That's a good sign. Now I think I can actually trap the bishop. He has this move. So let's take the f2 squared. I think g6. No, he took it. Okay. This knight is quite annoying over there. Let's see. Yep. So let's take a check. I think that's a good move, actually. Now, what do I want to preserve? Probably want to preserve. Check. Oh no, I think he's actually after my pawns. Okay. Probably the king here would have been better, because I would avoid any checks. Yeah. Let's see, I'm trying to actually mate him. Checkmate here. No, he's got this space. Ah, just missed it. Well done, Gareth. Right, so I'm playing John. Let's play a French. Let's see if he plays queen here. No. So now I'm actually blocking the square for my knight. I think I'm actually winning a pawn, or actually I'm winning material. Two fishes, I've got 1, 2, 3. The only problem with my position is that I'm not well developed right now, and I should probably aim to change queens if it's possible. Threatening checkmate here. Yeah. Alright, so that was a good game. Slowly coming back. Right, so I'm playing Tony now. Let's see what Tony has prepared. So Sicilian. Let's get the close Sicilian in place. This one is attacked. That's a blunder. So attacking bishop over here. Concentrating on f5 square. If he's going to push d5, I'm going to push e5, trying to block the center and then attack on king side. Ideally in these positions, usually the black attacks in the center on the queen side, while white attacks on the king side. But let's see what Tony's plan is. Right, so he's actually centered. The problem with this move, the rook to c8, is that you leave your bishop not protected. I think he wants to move the knight to b4 and then attacking my c2 pawn. My plan is to castle, bring the rooks on the f line. Yeah, so this way it's actually you are protecting your bishop. Yeah, aiming to bring my knight over here. Moves f5. I'm actually trying to consider taking f5. Takes. Aim is to actually try to use my rooks on the f line. And the idea is to bring my knight over here. Yeah. Can I take this pawn? Is it a bait? I'm not sure if it is. So takes, but I've got 1-2. I've got 1-2 defenders. Takes, and it's the same. I think that's a blunder, and now I'm attacking d pawn. Plus my c2 pawn is protected by my knight. If I'm taking it, I'm actually threatening. And then I'm threatening two things in the same time. But then how this is not protected actually. My queen is ravishing the place. This is attacked. Yeah. Alright, so second win. Let's see who's next. Right, I'm playing Gareth again. So his e4 is d5. Let's play d4. d5. He likes this b4 move, taking the pawn. So we are actually playing a reversed London. It's the first time actually playing this position. I'm not usually playing d4 and playing reverse London. What did he move? a6. Okay. So threatening to take this pawn. So the idea is to push the bishop over here, exchange the bishop, and then try to push g4, and then open the f file. It's interesting that it's the same plan as before, though I was playing with black. Do I have anything better? Don't think so. I think he wants to take here. Takes. If I take takes, and I can't take this one. Takes. Trying to see if I have something better rather than retrieving with my king. I'm trying to see if I have something better rather than retreating with my queen, but I can't see anything. Like my knight here, it's actually sustained by a bishop who's very difficult to be attacked. Only this way we could. Don't want to exchange my knight. Don't see how can I avoid it. I would prefer to move here a lot actually. Thanks. Okay. This one is attacked. Yeah. My main idea is actually to go on this square. Check. I can take. Push. Trying to get this diagonal in shape. bishop has an escape space here. Check, takes. So if it takes, I'm going to take with the king. There is no attack at the moment. Let's see if we can. The problem with the bishop is that trying to control the black spaces. Just plunder a pawn. But in the same time, I've actually opened the b file. Let's see what's his move. He's going to push this pawn. Takes. Takes, push. Takes. How is protecting this pawn though? Let's take this pawn and then let's push here. Because how is he protecting the a pawn? Yeah. This looks like a draw to me. If I push, takes, and move here. No. Let's see. Oh, so he doesn't want a draw. All right, Gareth. So I have offered a draw and Gareth refused it. My plan is to keep my pawns on the same square as his knight, and if he moves here, I have this one. Threatening to push the pawn while the pawn is on a pin. Yeah, you've noticed it. Let's see. Takes. Check. And then winning the rook. Yeah. Check. Alright, Gareth. So now I'm in advantage with the rook, and going to checkmate him, despite offering a draw prior. Alright, so now have one move, and that's it. Force checkmate here. I respect that, playing for a win. Excellent, so I have a chance to play Mystery Rook again. Let's get the French in place. It's not the best idea. Ideally, the bishop should have been here. Now if he checks, the question is, do I push the pawn or do I move the knight? Because if I push the pawn, he retreats with the queen, and then he's got h5. Let's force a queen's exchange, because if it does, then despite not being able to officially castle, then I can still bring my rook in the center. And if he retreats, then I can push c5 and get some activity on the queen side. Now he's probably going to bring, sorry for that, his knight to c3. Not sure what's happening there. So he has this move. My aim is actually to try to attack on this side. Trying to attack this pawn. And he's actually gambiting his time in the end. So I just want to take advantage of these pieces kept in place. X. X. Okay. What he does, he's just attacking without any kind of notion to middle game. Checks. Play to keep this diagonal open. Wow. Horrible. Didn't see that one. Being speechless about my internet connection, which has failed me at least 4 or 5 times during this tournament. Therefore, I didn't even realize that I was playing games, and by the time the internet reconnected, and I've already lost because I haven't moved first. Guess who am I playing next? Gareth, of course. Let's berserk. Let's play c4. All right. It's going to be a modified English, Florin variant. I would rather try to push and likely attack on the king side. Let's not plunder a pawn. Что I try with a knight? Yeah. Because then if he retreats his bishop, then I can take the bishop. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to push g5, then get my bishop over here in order to attack this pawn. Yes, so he's threatening to take this pawn. If I'm pushing my knight, where does he move his why did he move his knight here? Because I can have d5 and then takes, check. Oh, so he wants to take over here. Okay. And then possibly moving c5. Okay. Maybe trying to push b5. Oh, so he still wants to go for it. Okay. So what's your continuation? Check. Check. Don't really know. Let's see. Let's see what Gareth has been thinking of with this trap and sacrifice. Because I can't see it. I can't see the continuation. I think the issue is now that it's just the knight and the queen that's attacking, and my king it's kind of lost, but still I still have good protection right now. Plus I have 4 pieces that are protecting him quite well. But maybe he sees something that I can't. Okay, so protected. Next. Because you are now down in material. Okay. But what's the continuation here? I think that's it's going to be a forced checkmate, though you have f6. Because if you move f5, don't control it quite well though. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure if you have f5, it's quite difficult to make the king because I can still control and I have the white square bishops. Right, so I'm finally playing Sun Badger. Let's get the close Sicilian in place, not berserked, and have my head in. Not sure if he has the same problem as me with the poor internet, or it's just me. Let's see if he wants to put his g8 bishop now. So I think he's probably going to go with this move. Yeah. I was expecting actually the bishop to retreat to e6, but he needed to move the e5 pawn, which makes sense. So doubling my rooks on the f-file, trying to push f5 at the right moment. Let's see if he's going to move back. I'm counting that he's going to take, which he did. Let's see what's his continuation. So I think he just wants to move the knight here, which I can't allow. Okay. Maybe f6. I'm actually quite happy because now he's defending rather than attacking me. And everybody knows that it's far more difficult to attack rather than defend. Plus, it's more fun to attack. So let's see, because I have an intermediate move, intermediate check. $23 to go. Okay. So I actually like opening the file, because that's where the king is. I think he just downplayed the queen side right now. So takes. I think I'm actually winning material. Not sure how exposed can a king be, but I'm pretty sure Richard's king is quite exposed. So let's get the escape square. Okay, so check. This is just a matter of how do I get my mate. Check. So the king moves here, then I have the queen over there. Yeah. Alright, so trying to come back into the game, but the leaders are quite far away. Haha! Gareth, I think I've played you this tournament the same amount of times I've played you in the other tournaments. Alright, so let's play knight to f6. Okay, let's get g6. And let's do this King's Indian defense. I don't know if e5 actually might have been better. Do you want to swap pieces? We could. So usually it's bishop to g5. No. Let's see what's the plan. It's an interesting move actually. His rooks are quite centered and connected. My ones are well as well. Not sure what's the plan here, but more than happy to play whatever this is. Maybe e5 now. Oh, e5 is considered quite weak, so my plan would be to change all pieces and then go into a end game. I want to move my knight here. Ideally, I want to be placed here. But let's see. Maybe I can get the knight over there. Okay. Then where is your bishop going to go? There? No, exactly. So I think that was a tempo lost. Now let's see, how do I get, because I'm threatening a fork. Okay. It doesn't want to give up the bishop's pair. Let's not blunder a piece. over here. Yep. Trying to control the square. Let's see if he wants to double the rooks. He might be. Yep, so let's take one of the rook off the board. Check. That's why I have the knight on e5. I mean, he has control of the only column. Actually, two are going to be open right now. Check. Let's take down the rooks, though I would like to keep the rooks on the board. He loves his bishop pair, definitely, and he didn't want to give up. He didn't want to give up to it. But how do I attack? Let's try to push and get the rook into action. Can I push here? Okay. So I would like to use my black square bishop as well. Okay, this move is quite pertinent. But then, fine, so let's exchange the bishops. I think my knight in the center controls loads of squares. Yeah. So he's threatening to take. Let's see if I can take first. Okay. And then just let's avoid getting his king into action. Okay, so he really wants to push that king. Fine. Now let's get my rook into action as well. So right now I'm most likely inclined to keep my pawns on the opposite square. So let's see if I can move here and then threatening to come there and attack this pawn. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So I'm threatening this move and then this move. But then how do you defend? Takes. Okay. Hmm. End game. So let's see how good is Gareth at the end game. I don't think that was the right move, because now I'm actually entering. Yeah, that's lost. Yeah. All right. Actually playing a game right now. Let's see. Let's do the French again. So what does he like to play here? Yeah. Does he want to push, or is he just waiting? Okay. C5. Knight to C6 and Queen to B6. All right. And then F6. So he's got that move, which looks all right. Check, takes, push. Let's go. If he takes, what's wrong there? Just going to push, fork them. And then I think he's aiming to bring the queen in the picture, but then he's just hasn't castled yet, which I haven't castled as well. But I like my position. It's a sharp position, but I like sharp positions and gambiting pawns. Right, let's game. Okay, so threatening the queen over here. And this is checkmate. Wow. Well done. It's been a nice game playing everyone. Congratulations to the winner. Cheers.